I use a lot of computers. I use computers for work, for home, for this YouTube channel, and I can't always work where I want to work. Sometimes I have to go remote, sometimes I have to be out of the house or traveling or whatever. Laptops aren't always suitable for what kind of work I do. But sometimes I just need something simple, and that's where a laptop like this would come in. This is the Teclast F7S. It's their budget line laptops. They're very small, light. Actually, they're not very light. Let's do the unboxing first. All right, let's unbox this because I really want to open this. Okay, let's pull that out. The power cord. Oh, I see. Got multiple power plugs. Looks like we got all the major hitters here. Okay. Okay. This looks like... That's it. This looks like a mask. Alright. Get ready. It's smaller than I thought. Oh. What do we got here? Alright, we got documentation. First boot up guide. Okay. This is a Windows laptop. And now... Don't make me cut you. I guess I'll just pull it out of the side. Oh. Alright. Just gonna squeeze it out of there. My, aren't you reflective? And now my favorite part. Oh yeah. Alright. Ta-da! Otherwise, it's a very slick, very smooth. I'm curious what this is. Looks like an SSD expansion. Not bad. Yeah! More. Oh yeah! That is the first thing I noticed about this laptop when I pulled it out of the box. This thing feels like it's built like a tank. Has a very solid feel to it. It feels and looks like a MacBook Air. Look how skinny that is. It has a very solid, weighty feel to it. But what's important is what's inside. The first thing you notice is the screen is pretty good. It's a gorgeous screen, and it still looks like a pretty quality laptop. It's very solid feeling. Has a nice, gigantic trackpad. I'm usually not a big fan of trackpads. I'll use them when I have to, but usually I'm plugging a wireless mouse into these things, and this one was no different. It has a 1920 by 1080 resolution. It does look great. It's very bright. I streamed numerous movies on this, and it looks really good. Celeron processor. It has 8 gigs of RAM, the bare minimum to run Windows, and the hard drive is an SSD or chip type that has 128 gigabytes. We'll also talk about that a little later too. Setup was a breeze, just like any other Windows products. Just you have to sit through a lot of setup screens, but once it's done, it's done. So a laptop like this goes for around $250. I'll put a link in the description below. For $250, what does that get you? You get a laptop that's good for web surfing, streaming, office work, email. Is it good for Skype calls? Let's see what the webcam looks like. This is the actual webcam on the laptop. Do you feel like you're on America Online yet? I have a fan blowing on me right here. Hot. Now, I've used this laptop for hours on end. I've sat on the couch during quarantine and just surfed on it, done work on it. I've watched YouTube for hours on end, and I was able to squeeze about 5-6 hours of life out of the battery between chargings, which is really good. I mean, if I ever had to travel and just do some light work, I'll probably bring this. because my big heavy-duty laptop pretty much just gives me 3 hours, and that's if I'm not doing anything fancy. It's a hard laptop to open with one hand, but you kind of get the hang of it, because you have to really get your fingers in there. There's no place to grab. It's got 2 USB ports. You can expand the hard drive with an SD card, a micro SD card. I don't have a spare one, so I wasn't able to test that. But you will have to expand it because 128 gig hard drive is already about half taken up with Windows. You're going to run out of space real quick. So you're going to want to have some alternate storage for your data. It's about what you could expect for a $250 laptop. Very basic, bare bones performance. Even web surfing, streaming, there is a lag between clicking the icon before the program actually opens. It's not the quickest launcher in the world, but once it starts, then it runs just fine. But with 8 gigs of RAM, that is the bare minimum to run Windows 10. And even then, it's going to complain. And don't expect to run more than one app at a time. So at this price point, you can't really expect more than a very basic computer for your very basic needs. I mean, are you going to be video editing on the road? Maybe, but you wouldn't want this kind of laptop. You'd something with more power, more storage, more memory. Don't even think about running any games off of this thing. There isn't a single game I have other than Peggle that ran on this. No GTA on this guy. No video editing, no Photoshop. That was an exercise in frustration. You're gonna run out of space real quick. There is this expansion port down here, which I'm not gonna load a bunch of apps on this thing or anything really data intensive anyway, so probably won't have to expand this. But at least it comes with Windows 10 Home, 64-bit version. It has Bluetooth 4. All in all, the Teclast F7S delivers what it promises at this price point. You're not going to get a high-performance machine. This will do in a pinch. If you're looking for something to replace your desktop, keep looking, and you're going to spend probably 4 or 5 times more for a decent machine. Neil Breen, if you're out there, if you need another laptop, give me a call. If you want to give a computer to a child during a road trip, I would say it's about 3 Bs. Its performance is average at best, but it's not promising you the moon. This isn't a gaming laptop. This isn't an office laptop or a business laptop. This is something for travel, for getting quick and dirty work done, for what you can do on it. Netflix, Hulu, YouTube. I was kind of hoping they'd send me something a little more high performance to review. That would have been fun. Alienware, if you're listening, if you want me to review one of your gaming laptops, hit me up. So I'll leave a link in the description. You can decide for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment the bell. You know the usual YouTube stuff. This is The Newbie, and I'll see you later, kids. Toodles.